Hi, I'm Ramakiran from Next Generation Wireless Systems Lab, Indian Institute of Science, Bengaluru. Today, I'm going to present my work on reduced feedback, user scheduling, and mode selection in asymmetric full duplex cellular systems. This is a joint work with my research supervisor, Professor Nilesh B. Mehta. This is a popular triangle representing three goals of 5G communications. Uh, Here, the first goal is achieving better data rate. The 5G aims to achieve data rate of 20 Gbps from 100 Mbps that can be achieved with the current fourth generation standards. This is to support applications such as augmented reality and virtual reality, where data processing happens at remote location, and network needs to support real-time high-speed data transfer. Second goal is achieving ultra reliable low latency communication links. Here, the aim is achieving data packet decoding delay of 1 milliseconds with the packet error rate of 10 to the power minus 5. This is to support applications such as online gaming and remote surgery. Third goal is the 5G aims to connect a massive network of sensors. Sensors are low data rate devices uh, with the battery constraints. Therefore, the challenge is achieving better energy efficiency. In the previous slide, we saw that data rate improvement is a key objective of 5G communications. Full duplex is one of the technologies considered for this purpose. It achieves simultaneous transmission and reception of signals over the same bandwidth. Here we have cell with the full duplex capable base station and half duplex users. Here the base station can receive a signal from a user while it is transmitting to another user. This is in contrast to half duplex, where either reception happens or transmission happens, but not both simultaneously. This simultaneous transmission and reception of data improves data rate of cell to twice that can be achieved with half duplex systems. However, the spectral efficiency or data rate gain comes with new challenges. First is self-interference at the base station. This is due to proximity of transmitting antenna to the receiving antenna. Second challenge is inter-user interference from transmitting device to the receiving device. Uh, Third challenge is elevated co-channel interference from neighboring cells. If care is not taken, then these interferences can reduce spectral efficiency performance of the cell. The self-interference can be controlled using advanced hardware design. Self-interference suppression or cancellation happen at three stages. First is the antenna domain self-interference cancellation. Here, receive and transmitting antennas are separated, isolated using dielectric material. This reduces self-interference. Or the self-interference suppression can be achieved with devices such as circulators and balanced duplexers. Second stage is analog domain cancellation. Here, analog in any transceiver, analog circuit has three stages. First is radio frequency circuit. Second is intermediate frequency, and third is baseband circuit. Here, self-interference cancellation happen in all three stages. Uh, Also, the residual self-interference can be suppressed in digital domain using advanced DSP processors or architectures. Uh, these techniques have shown up to 110 dB of self-interference suppression can be achieved now. Essentially, this makes self-interference close to the noise floor. Controlling inter-user interference and user interference is role of user pair scheduling and mode selection algorithms. In user pair scheduling, the base station selects uplink and downlink users. Intuition here is that the base station selects users with weak inter-user interference so that performance is high. In certain scenarios, it has been observed that The half duplex mode gives better spectral efficiency compared to full duplex mode. For example, if the users are very close to each other and there are no weak inter-user interference links in the cell, in that case, half duplex mode gives better spectral efficiency compared to full duplex mode. In that case, the base station selects half duplex mode over full duplex. In the previous slide, we saw that user page scheduling and mode selection can reduce effect of inter-user interference. These decisions happen at the base station based on estimated uplink and downlink SANRs. Here we have expression of downlink SANR when uplink user is U and downlink user is D. The numerator is received power at user D and denominator is sum of inter-user interference, co-channel interference and noise power at user D. The base station can estimate values of received power at user D. That is because the base station has access to the direct channels between itself and users. Hence, it can estimate value of channel gain and it can compute value of received power. However, the base station cannot estimate value of inter-user interference. That is because the base station doesn't have access to the inter-user interfering channels, and the users need to feed them back to the base station. In a cell with n users, there are total order n square inter-user interference links. These constitute large feedback overhead on the users. Therefore, in this work, we propose a reduced feedback scheme for inter-user interference and a user pair scheduling and mode selection algorithm that uses this reduced feedback scheme. We analyze spectral efficiency of the above algorithms when number of users in the cell is large. In simulation, we show that efficacy of algorithms, and we finally conclude the talk. In the proposed reduced feedback scheme, the base station first selects a user, say user F. The criteria for selection is discussed in coming slides. The selected user feeds back set containing L lowest inter-user interferences that are below a threshold and corresponding indices to the base station. Here we have taken example of L equal to 3. Here users 1, 2 and 3 have 3 lowest inter-user interferences to the user F. Therefore, they are included in the feedback set. Here we can see that even user 4 is also having interference to user F that is less than threshold value, but it is not included. That is because it is not among 3 lowest interference values. The threshold is a system parameter. It needs to be numerically optimized. There are two trade-offs with respect to threshold. First is if threshold value increases, then feedback set sizes also increases. This is because there are more inter-user interference links available now that have interference values below the threshold. However, this decreases value of downlink SANR. That is because increased interference values. Second trade-off is if threshold decreases, in that case, the set size also decreases. This is because of non-availability of inter-user interference links that have interference value less than threshold. This improves downlink SANR. That is because of reduced inter-user interference values. The proposed user page scheduling and mode selection algorithm is a three-step algorithm. In the first step, the base station selects a user, say F, that is based on maximum value of uplink and downlink SANRs. Here we have expression of uplink SANR when uplink user is U. We can see that the base station can compute value of uplink SANR using the values of channel gains that it knows. But however, the base station cannot compute value of downlink SANR. That is because it doesn't have value of inter-user interference between users U and D. Therefore, in this algorithm, we use a conservative value of downlink SANR, where inter-user interference is replaced with the upper bound, the threshold. Therefore, this value of downlink SANR, downlink SANR is always less than actual downlink SANR value. The selected user F feeds back set containing L lowest inter-user interferences and corresponding indices to the base station. In the second step, the base station selects another user from feedback indices that maximizes some spectral efficiency. If first scheduled user is a uplink user, then base station has to schedule downlink user. It schedules maximizing following some spectral efficiency expression. If the first scheduled user is a downlink user, then base station has to select uplink user. It maximizes this expression of some spectral efficiency and selects uplink user. If the feedback set is empty or half duplex mode gives better spectral efficiency compared to full duplex mode, in that case, the base station selects half duplex mode over full duplex mode. In this work, we analyze threshold and spectral efficiency of algorithm when number of users is large. We consider single cell scenario with the special case of feedback that is called index only feedback scheme. In this scheme, the user's feedback only indices to the base station, but not inter-user interference values. The base station rounds off this interference values to the threshold value. We consider multipath fading and shadowing channel models. Following are two important insights from this analysis. First is if threshold follows this rule, that is, it follows exponential minus zeta root log n multiplied with a constant. When zeta value is less than 1, this ensures feedback set size is always uh, equal to L, that is with probability 1. And this value goes to 0 for large n. This has two advantages. If feedback set size is L almost always, in that case, the base station can exploit full multi-user diversity while selecting second users, and the interference values also go to 0. However, if zeta value equal to 1, in that case, what happens is the feedback set size is 0. That is, it is a empty set almost always. In that case, the base station has to select half duplex mode almost always. These insights are from following lemma, which is in the following our recent paper. For details, the audience can refer to the this GlobeCom paper. If next is analysis of spectral efficiency. This is if based on transmission power and noise power of users and base station, if this condition is true, then it can be shown that first scheduled user is always an uplink user. In that case, the uplink spectral efficiency scales as root 2 log n, and downlink spectral efficiency is a constant. This is due to feedback constraint. This root 2 log n comes from because of multi-user diversity. Again, these results are from our recent paper. Next is simulation results. Here we consider single cell scenario with SNR of 0 dB and radius of 100 meter. First, we consider no self-interference case. Here we have plotted optimal threshold value numerically found along y-axis and root 2 log n along x-axis. And in the right hand side, we have plotted spectral efficiency as a function of root log n. Here we can see that There are two trade-offs with respect to L. First is gamma threshold value increases with L. That is because to get enough number of inter-user interference links in feedback set, it has to increase value of threshold. And spectral efficiency also improves with the value of L. That is because of multi-user diversity. And this value of threshold decreases with the number of users. That is because as n increases, there are more links with weak interference. There are more users with weak inter-user interference, and spectral efficiency improves with n. That is because of improved multi-user diversity. The linear curves validates our analysis results in threshold and spectral efficiency. Here we plot spectral efficiency along y-axis and number of users along x-axis. Here we consider two-tiered cellular system with the self-interference suppression factor of 110 dB. Here we have plotted user pair scheduling and mode selection algorithm for index-only feedback scheme, and similar algorithms AK1 and AK2. Here we can see that our proposed algorithm use better spectral efficiency compared to similar algorithms in the literature. It gives better spectral efficiency even compared to half duplex systems, and its performance is close to the optimal exhaustive search algorithm. This algorithm gives about 12 to 15% of performance improvement compared to half duplex systems when number of users is 10. Following our conclusions, in full duplex cellular system, controlling inter-user interference is a key challenge. Also, inter-user channel gain feedback overhead is very high in full duplex systems. We have proposed a reduced inter-user interference feedback scheme and user pair scheduling and mode selection algorithm that uses it. We have seen that optimal value of threshold follows exponential minus zeta root 2 log n rule. And we have seen that spectral efficiency of the proposed scheme scales as root 2 log n. However, the spectral efficiency does not improve performance of cell to twice that can be achieved with half duplex. That is because of self-interference and inter-user interferences at the users.